Wouldn't it be great if fill in the blank? And wouldn't it be great to fill in the blank with excitement, ease, and exceptional horsemanship? Well, stay tuned. My guest today has mastered the art of working with a horse's mind and helping women to fill in the blank and take the action steps to achieve it. We'll see you soon.
No more waiting, anticipating, or hesitating. Now is the time. I stood on the sidelines, watching long enough. While others took their place and stepped inside. Tired of all the waiting, ready to begin.
Welcome to the Orgena Rose Show. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. My guest today is Lauren Woodard, creator of Exceptional Horsemanship. She is also author of 2 books that wildly helps women to improve their horsemanship from the comfort of their own home. She is the queen of what happens before what happens. Please welcome to the show, Lauren Woodard. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. Orgena Rose here with Lauren Woodard, the exceptional horsemanship woman, and I love your work. So amazing that you have had all of the experience you've had, and now you're helping women to, frankly, love their horse and have a better relationship with them, yes?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you come to this work? Tell me a little bit around that.
Well, I've been in the horse business all my life, as my mom was in the horse business also.
Okay.
I've had lots of formal training, hunter, jumper, and dressage, but I've also lived on a working cattle ranch.
Wow.
And competitive trail, and I've been teaching for 40 plus years. And yes, a lot.
And so tell us a little bit how you came to this work of supporting women around their relationship with their horse.
Well, Orgena, a little earlier this year, I met a man, and we were chatting, and he told me he was colorblind during our chat.
Okay.
And he explained how when he was in like 2nd grade, the teacher had given everybody these cards with colored shapes on them and asked them to put the colors in each of their own piles.
Okay.
And so he did it, and he was very proud of himself, and the teacher was walking through the aisles, and she stopped at his desk, and she said, "Gavin, did you understand the exercise?"
Uh-oh. Okay.
And he was like, "Well, yeah, I've got my piles here." And she said, "Well, let's do this again while I'm standing here." And so she mixed all his cards up, and he did it again. And she looked at him again, and she said, "One more time, okay?"
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he did it, but now he was concerned because everybody in the class was looking at him. And she just went on to the next exercise after that. But at the end of the day, when everybody was getting ready to leave to go down to the bus, his mom came into the classroom. And the teacher had him come up to the desk at front and asked him to do that exercise again. So he did it, and his mom was looking very upset, and the teacher said he's colorblind. And he was mortified and declared, "I'm just fine. There is nothing wrong with me. I can see just fine. There's nothing wrong with me." Years went by, and occasionally he'd try something, and it didn't work. And a while ago, there was an advertisement that came out with these glasses, and they cost $400. But he bought them. He was an adult. He's in his late 30s or 40s now. And when they came, he decided to take them outside and put them on for the very first time. And so he walked out the door, and he was picking what he was going to look at. And he put those glasses on. And the 2 of us are just sitting there because tears are running down our face, because he looked at me and he said, "Lauren, I just never knew." this is the same problem that women have with their horses. They just don't know how beautiful it can be, and they're settling for flowers that are the same color as the foliage.
Wow. Wow, Lauren. That is so, so, so powerful. That is truly a powerful story.
It is.
And it's a powerful truth
It is.
for so many women out there. Yes, certainly with around horses, but in life, period.
Yes.
But horses are that reflection,
They
yes?
are. And I said, let me give you the glasses.
Yes, put the glasses on.
Yes.
Let's put
Yes.
them on you.
Mhm.
Wow, so that they can now really experience.
See, yeah.
Yeah, they can really see.
They can see what's there, what's
possible.
available. Mm-hmm.
Wow, 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 wow. And so, what would you say that most women are presently experiencing with their horse?
Well, I would say they're frustrated because they're lacking skills and they're lacking knowledge. And that's a very difficult thing for people to deal with.
And especially if they've, spent quite an investment to
And
get their
years.
dream horse. Right, they may have wanted their horse from a child. I know for me, I wanted a horse when I was really young. So here's this big dream to finally get your horse. They get their horse, but they don't know quite what to do.
Or even they are taking lessons, so they think they're doing what they should do.
Ah, okay.
And it's just not working.
It's not working.
It's not
Okay.
working.
And then they don't know where to go,
They don't
right?
know where to go.
So they're kind of stuck.
Right.
Okay, which is not fun place to be with a
It is
horse.
not. No. Because then fear comes into that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So then they actually become afraid.
Absolutely afraid. There are so many women that not only are they afraid of their horse, they're afraid of getting hurt, and they're afraid to say they're afraid.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
That's a crushing blow.
Yeah.
It's a crushing blow to say, I'm afraid of my horse.
Right. You're afraid of the dream that you
Yes.
finally have, and now you're afraid of
Yes.
it. Oh, that would be really powerful. That would really be pretty big. So then what do? Like if they can't figure out what to do, what are some of the things that they're doing that are
Not working.
not working, that are still not helping? Yeah.
Well, in a way, they're trying to fly a plane without a pilot's license. And they're going too fast.
Oh, that's lovely.
And they're going to crash.
And they're going to and they do.
They do.
And they do.
And then they get hurt, and then if they stay with their horse or stay with riding, or they get another horse because that was a bad horse,
I bet that's big.
that's crushing also, because now you've got to give up your soulmate that you told everybody was your soulmate.
Right.
And it's that different perspective. Just because you are in the plane doesn't mean you can fly it.
So I want you to say that again, because I think that's really powerful.
Just because you're a passenger in a plane or on a horse doesn't mean you're the pilot, and it doesn't mean you're the leader.
Now let's touch on that for just a moment. This whole thing about being a leader with your horse, because that might even be a whole new concept for some people.
Well, it's not new in the standpoint that everybody says it. What's new is that they don't realize that they're not.
So what do they say? What is it that they're saying?
Well, everybody knows that old saying since dirt. You've got to show a horse who's boss.
Okay.
But what if what you're showing him is that it is not you?
So essentially, there is a boss,
There is.
and it ain't you.
It ain't you.
That's got to be a crushing blow as
It
well.
is. And
Wow.
then you have the size issue. They're so big. So a lot of training out there uses a mechanical means. You're going to put a piece of metal in a horse's mouth to make him do what you want.
Wow.
Instead of saying, hey, wouldn't it be great if we...
And that gets into some alternative ways to do it, a different way to do it. That could actually be fun and
Yes.
easy and
It really
and
is.
so forth. So we're going to get into that when we come back, because I can imagine. I mean, I love horses. I love
Who
horses.
doesn't?
Well, there are, some
There are.
folks, but I, from a child, I did have the big dream to have a horse, and I fully want to have one. But I can imagine finally having that horse and it really kind of turning into a nightmare. So I want, when we come back, we're going to get into some different approaches that actually work so that you can truly enjoy your horse. So we'll do that when we come right back. What truly sets you apart from your competition? Do you know the answer? Most business owners don't, and the truth is, it's what can make or break your business. Every business wants it, but few know how to get it, and that is instant recognition. The kind you get when you hear a slogan, some piece of music, or even see a logo that brings a specific brand to mind. Many businesses and organizations spend a great deal of time and energy on the visual and forget the audio. Just like you would never send out a print piece without your logo on it, we recommend all your audio should be branded with an audio logo. Nobody does it like Severly. Not only are they great for instant recognition, but they have a long shelf life. Some jingles last decades and even lifetimes. Hello, everyone, and we are back with Lauren Woodard. And Lauren, you've been sharing a bit about what many women are going through with their dream horse turned nightmare. And so, they get the dream horse, but they took lessons, but it's not working, right? They're kind of trying to figure out how to do it, and it's not working. Then they get afraid, and then they're kind of disappointed.
Or very disappointed.
Very disappointed.
It's actually, in a lot of cases, it's crushing their soul.
Wow. That's got to be really, really difficult.
It is.
Really, really.
And they want this so bad. They want to be happy. They want to be confident with their horse.
Yeah.
But I want them to ask themselves, what is your strategy for being happy with your horse?
They probably hadn't thought about that, huh?
They don't. They don't. They are not able to put action moves to that. What is your strategy for being confident with your horse? And that's what I do.
I want you to actually look right out there and ask them, what is your strategy?
What is your happiness strategy with your horse? What is your confidence strategy with your horse? What are these action steps that you know you're going to take to achieve that result?
Wow. I think that's so powerful because I don't think many have even thought of it in that way.
That's why they don't have it. That is why they don't have it.
And there it is, right? Isn't that such a life point, a life point, is that if we don't have a strategy or a plan for
and
it,
some clarity. Yes.
Well, right, that's
the
the
clarity
plan.
that I want this.
Right.
Wait a minute. How am I going to get there?
Yeah. And then there's that plan. So what are some of the things that, how that shows up for people?
Well, one of the things that seems to help people a lot is to relate it to a human story.
Okay.
So let's say that you were in the office and you work with a friend. She's at the other end of the office. And you come in bursting with something to tell her.
Yes.
And she sees you coming and turns and ducks away. Do you what? Then go after her, grab her, drag her over to your desk, and then make her do something. Is she inclined to do that well and be happy about it? At best, you're going to have malicious compliance, and yet this is what people do with their horse.
Wow, that is so good. It's such a great visual.
It is.
It's a really
It helps
great-
people understand.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing with my horse
That's
when
what
I go
we-
to get them.
Wow.
I put something on their head, and I drag them somewhere to make them do something.
Wow. And that's what's being taught.
It is. By
Holy
yeah.
mackerel. Holy mackerel, that's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, yeah, no wonder. It's kind of like, how's that working for you, right?
Right.
It's not.
It's not.
So that's like one of the things they grab and hold. What are some of the other things that they do that aren't working?
Well, they go through the whole process that they're taught. They slap this saddle on, they cinch it up really tight like You'd want to have a belt pulled really tight on you.
Like
if
a
you were
girdle
doing-
or something, right?
Right. And the horse has his head tied like this while they're doing it
my
because,
goodness.
everybody likes that. And then they go out and they work their horse.
And then they like crack the whip on them too, right? Let's smack them while we're
in
doing
any way, shape, or form. They use spurs. They put a piece of metal in that horse's mouth, and they say,
it. Let's go.
"Go this way." No, they don't say "let's." Yes,
Oh,
that right? They're just saying, "Go this way." It's a make.
Wow.
Instead of saying, "Hey, buddy, let's go this way."
So what I'm hearing, Lauren, is it is heartbreaking.
It is.
Like I'm actually wanting to cry right now
Mhm.
because it sounds and feels really abusive.
It's harsh at best. It's harsh
Wow.
Mhm.
And this is what people think they're supposed to do with,
with
the horse.
their beloved.
With
Yes.
their dream.
Mhm. Their dream.
Can you imagine that? Just imagine that.
Mhm.
Just kind of strangling it and slapping it
And it's why the horse.
well, no
won't
wonder.
look at them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of really kind of blown away from that because we've all seen it in the movies
Mhm.
as well. We've seen it as this is what you do, especially the manly men.
This is what you do.
This
Yes.
is what you do with your horse, and it's so backwards.
Mhm. It is.
It
really
it's
is.
inhumane, as we would say.
And people think that if they feed their horse well
Right.
and they brush it clean,
yeah,
that's the horse will love them for that.
and that's kind of really akin to the very old way of thinking of parenting. Well, if I provide and put food on
Right.
the table and I put clothes on your back and a roof over your head, then that's love.
Well, people tell me all the time, and my horse has to love me. I feed him. I go, really? So when you go into McDonald's and the guy hands you your tray of food, you love him?
You love.
He loves you?
Oh, that's so good, Lauren. That is so good. Oh, that's good.
And you need that.
Yeah, I love it. That's perfect. Let's grab that because we're going to talk about that and some alternative things to do because this is one of your books that you have. Keep it. Hold on to it there. This one, I love the title. Balky, balky, I ain't going. And this is essentially what the horse is saying,
Is.
right?
It is.
It's saying, I'm not
happens
going.
to everybody.
I love this.
In millions of different forms, but
Yeah.
it's all the same thing where the horse says, you know what, not your day.
this is not happening.
Right.
So, because
And then people want to make their horse go. They're going to spur him and they're going to whip him around in circles and they're going, you have to go, horse. You're a bad horse. And the horse is going, I don't have to, actually.
right. And what are some of the other things that a horse is communicating, other ways that the horse is saying, nope, I'm not going. I don't like what you're doing and I'm not going.
It always starts with a very kind movement or indication from the horse that says exactly that. But people don't pay attention to it until they
Right.
get bucked off.
Wow.
Then they're like, my horse bucked me off for no reason. I'm like, he gave you 150. You didn't listen to any of them.
and
he had
that's
to take
be-
extreme measures.
Right, to get your attention.
Yes.
That's so powerful. It's kind of like our bodies, right? Like, we get
Absolutely.
the little pain and we get the this and the that, but people don't
Gina,
pay attention
they
until they have the
don't.
big heart attack, right?
If you said something to me or did something
Yeah.
and I didn't like it and I went
Gave it the eye.
like that, you would pay attention to it.
Absolutely.
But people don't pay attention to that when their horse does it to them. The horse does it all the time. They'll wrinkle their lip. They'll go,
Real. So that's what that is.
Uh-huh.
So maybe that's what it is, that people don't
They don't pay
recognize the sign. They don't recognize
don't.
the signs.
Mhm.
So what are some of them? Let's help folks out. What are some of those signs?
you want to connect with the horse's mind
Yes.
because it's the mind that makes all those other movements. It's
Okay.
the mind that goes, you're really pissing me off. And then the ears, and then the ear pins.
Okay.
Or they'll look at you out of the side of their eye, or
Okay.
they'll roll it and get it a little bit white, like, oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. And then they'll go,
The little the little lip there.
and
Okay.
sometimes they'll swing around and go, you're really pissing me off.
They'll give you a real strong look.
Yeah.
Good. So grab the other one. We're getting signs from the universe. I love it. So now, because this one is called Curbside Service. Now, look at that subtitle. What's the subtitle?
Change the way you and your horse think about each other.
Isn't that fabulous? Okay, we're going to get into this so much deeper when we come back because, I mean, really, there is an answer.
There is.
There is a way to do it differently. So make sure you come back with Lauren, the exceptional horsewoman, right after this.
Tired of giving the same old gifts of flowers, chocolates, perfume, or cologne? Finding it hard to come up with that perfect and special gift? Want to put your love into words? How about putting it to music? Capture the magic of your love in your very own love song. Imagine your unique love story told in an intensely powerful and emotional way through the magic of music. Give a gift that is truly one of a kind and absolutely priceless. Get your custom signature song at customsignaturesongs.com or by calling 323-238-4653. That's 323-238-4653.
Rest in my
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for being with us today on our show. I really hope that there was something shared that really helps you shine your biggest and brightest light. Please stop by again, like us on Facebook, tweet us, all of those good things. And most importantly, please always remember, it's all about love.
I'm all waiting, anticipating, or hesitating.